connection. Now, when you first meet up with someone special, now there's something that magical happens, and you know that that person has a connection with you. Even though you don't know that person and you don't want to feel awkward saying, hey, don't we know each other? We're kind of like connected. I think there's a spiritual energy. I think we're soulmates. There's a lot of things that pop up in your head. And even when that connection is there, sometimes it seems like it's impossible for you to ever connect in a like a deeper relationship. This is when you have to believe. You have to believe in your heart. You have to look at whatever it is that, whatever you're going through at that moment. That connection happened for a reason, not to bring you two together to separate. I mean, it happens to everybody. One time or another, you're going to meet someone. You need to say it. You need to bring out what your heart is saying. And there's a connection there. Or maybe there's someone that you've been communicating with, but though you don't know if there's a connection because you've never explored it. So something is telling you it's an awakening that is about to happen. And you got this awakening seeing this person for the very first time in a different light. Like you've known this person for like years, and then all of a sudden you're like, hey, I know this person. I know you. But we've been together, or we've been friends, or we've been colleagues, or maybe you're someone that I've known a distant past, and all of a sudden we were brought together. That there's an awakening there. This is a time when you have to really examine what it is that you're feeling, because there's a lot of energy shifts going on, and a lot of things that's changing in this world, as you guys already know, and I'm not going to go into it. But that awakening represents something in your life. Self-care, it's important to take care of yourself at the same time. Maybe there's some things that in your life that you're not eliminating, you're not letting go of. This is a time where self-care comes in. I know it's like, how does self-care come in with a love relationship? Well, it does, big time, because if you're not loving yourself, you're not doing things for yourself, how do you expect that person, even if that person is connected to you spiritually, to connect with you, because you're not connecting with yourself? So self-care is very crucial right now when it comes to a deep love relationship forming. Growth. There is something that you're growing with, something that is divine inside of you that you feel. Maybe it's part of the process that you're going through that you're not allowing it because you're not exploring that connection, and maybe you're denying the connection. There's so many different ways to look at this, because your growth is your growth. It is your progress. It is what you do in life. We grow constantly. It's not like, okay, I've had my spiritual awakening and I've grown and I am just like super spiritual. But yes, you may be. But guess what? You can be even more spiritual. It just keeps growing. It just keeps evolving. It's like if you stop like looking for it, you're going to be at a stagnant area, and all you're going to do is build up ego. So that's a very important thing to look at. I know a lot of people feel that they have a lot of spiritual abilities, and that's wonderful. But remember, there's always room to grow. There's always room to expand on this. New beginnings. When there's a new beginning about to happen, you know it. You can feel it. And that's what this card is telling us. You're going through something in your life. Maybe it seems very painful, or it seems very tough, very challenging, very difficult. This is something that you're going through. It's part of your growth. Okay? Part of your growth is discovering what it is about you that you need to get better inside yourself, because you're never going to find a love. That person that's in your life is never going to understand you. So this is a new beginning that's going to happen to you and your divine counterpart, or that special someone in your life. Or someone that you're going to be meeting, because listen, whatever's going on in your life, it's your life. It's something personal. So I can't pinpoint everything, because this reading is more like general for the collective. So take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. I always say that. Energy shift. With everything going on, like I mentioned, I know it's like, wow, like everything, the weather, the world, everything is just changing around me. And that's energy shifts. That's perfectly normal. It's not like it's out of the ordinary, because maybe 50 years ago, people thought like that too. Oh my gosh, what's happening into this world? It's not like the way it was 50 years prior, or 20 years prior. So, in 20 years from now, everybody's going to say, what happened to this world? So I'm just giving it a rundown. Energy shifts happen. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. So this is a time where you need to, you need to explore. Maybe that person in your life is not listening to you. This is a time maybe you both need to explore, try, different things. Maybe this person is with someone else, and that this person is meant for you. Well, this is the thing. You have to focus on yourself. You can't change things when it's not happening, and you have to focus on what self-care is telling you. Everybody's situation is different. I know it's a little delicate area, and I'm not tapping into that. I'm not telling anybody what to do, but self-care is so crucial right now when it comes to you finding your own inner peace and loving yourself, especially now during this like end of the year. We tend to neglect ourselves because we're always like, oh, I gotta get the Christmas shopping, or I gotta get the holiday food, or I gotta get this and I gotta get that and I gotta get. That's great, that's wonderful, but you know what, take a little time out for yourself. Start meditating, start taking it down a notch. Start doing things for yourself, because you're never going to find the love that you're looking for if you don't start somewhere. So there's a lot happening right now, and you know what, we're coming close to a beautiful time. Gratitude, a lot of people celebrate, and a lot of people don't. I know in Canada, their Thanksgiving was a week ago, or no, sorry, a month ago, last month. And now we are going to be coming into our Thanksgiving in the U.S., and maybe many of you in the other countries don't celebrate, but it is a country of gratitude. It's not about Black Friday shopping and getting the best deals and, racing through stores to start, holiday shopping, Christmas shopping. No, it's about having gratitude, and it's universal, giving love and, expressing love, but more importantly, start expressing it to yourself. I feel like this card is the card that jumps out at us the most, that we need to express that more to ourselves, whatever that may be, even if you're alone for this Thanksgiving or holiday, start doing things for yourself. Start doing things that make you happy. When you start doing this, you automatically attract, and we're not going to go into, how to attract, because it's just another complete different topic. We're talking about love, and this is how to attract the love when you work on yourself. Okay. So I hope that this reading resonated with you. There was a lot of important messages, not as exactly what I, normally give, but this was something that we needed to hear. And you know what? It's all for our highest good, and it all leads up to one thing: love. So if you'd like to get your own personalized reading, I do offer phone chat and email readings. The links are down below in the description area. Also, check out my blogs and my other videos. I have several things over the years, and I wouldn't have done it without you guys. I thank you so much for just being there and just taking the time out to watch. And I'm honored to be on your device, whatever you're watching me on. I love you guys, and I plan to do this, as Lord willing, as long as I can. So until next time, God be with you all. Namaste. And for those of you who do or do not celebrate, I'm going to say thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.